Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a wildfire burning 200 acres in Franklin County. We have where exactly this occurred.
Suncom 911 flooded with calls over the past few days. Why their call volume increased by 300%.
And smoke still at the Lineage warehouse from the fire. We hear from one local resident who says his dog is sick from the effects of the fire.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is 5 o'clock on this Tuesday, June 18th. And Jessica, I think our cooler days are slipping away on us.
They are slipping away, but it's supposed to be nicer today. That's what I hear, at least. A little birdie told me. That little birdie's name is meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what are we seeing today temperature-wise?
It's going to be a beautiful day, at least in my opinion. We're talking about upper 70s. I feel like that's kind of perfect for this time of year. Upper 70s, plenty of sunshine, light winds, those wind speeds really dying down overnight. And early this morning, we are starting off with some mid and high level clouds out there. Temperatures right now are in the 50s, so it is a cool start for us. We're at 52 in the Tri-Cities. We're at 43 in Prosser, and look at Yakima. A bit on the chilly side this morning, 39 degrees. We're at 48 in Ellensburg and 48 degrees in Walla Walla. Now, it was a breezy day yesterday, but those wind speeds have really decreased overnight, anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour, the exception in the Kittitas Valley and in the gaps there. So here's what you can expect today. Lots of sunshine this morning. Temperatures in the 50s across the board by 8 o'clock, that is, and then rising into the middle 70s in Yakima today with plenty of sunshine. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds in the Tri-City, 78, and a few more clouds in Walla Walla with temperatures climbing into the middle 70s. After today, it's back up into the 80s, and we have plenty of 90s in that 7-day forecast. So if you're not a fan of the heat, today is your day. Enjoy it. Take advantage. We'll let you know when the 90s make a comeback in a little bit. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. We begin with fire coverage this morning. A wildfire scorched 200 acres in Franklin County yesterday. Franklin County Fire District 5 Fire Chief Brian Thornhill says the fire started just after noon in the 2400 block of Columbia River Road. The winds pushed the flames to the north and east up the steep canyons.
Officials called for level 1 get ready evacuation notices as a precaution. According to Franklin County Fire District 3, multiple households in the area were told about the precautions, but no homes were evacuated. Power was shut off to the area as some power poles were destroyed by the fire. The DNR also sent a resource helicopter to help put out the flames. And the fire comes on the heels of a volatile weekend in Yakima County. 2 large wildfires broke out in the lower Yakima Valley on Saturday afternoon, requiring the state to mobilize its resources to help. The Southeast Incident Management Team is in charge of both fires, as well as resources coming in from across the state.
Fire officials say 1 home was lost in the Camas Road fire in Wapato, estimated at 73 acres, but it is no longer considered active. The Beam Road fire has burned through more than 8,500 acres outside of Zilla near Rattlesnake Ridge, and crews say it is at 82% containment at last check.
We've got lines all the way around the whole entire thing. We just were reinforcing the lines, reinforcing everything that's down there, so it's not going to go anywhere. So at this point, that fire is pretty much, we're putting it to bed.
And coming up at 6 this morning, our Emily Goodell explains how to get information about evacuations to keep your family safe. Well, during this weekend's fires, Suncom 911 in Yakima was flooded with calls, many of them not actually emergencies. Dispatchers say call volumes increased by at least 300%, with many callers asking for updates on power outages, which 911 has no control over. Instead, callers should contact Pacific Power for updates so they're not tying up emergency lines.
We don't have any control over that, unfortunately, so really think about your neighbors and your family and keeping those lines available for those people that do have emergencies.
Suncom 911 also had trouble receiving location data from Verizon callers over the weekend. The issue has been resolved, but if people can't get through in the future, then you can text 911 or call their backup line at 509-453-9000.
We're continuing to follow the latest developments in the Lineage fire in Findlay.
Our crews took another trip to the site yesterday. The smoke is still lingering, but as for the demolition work, there is noticeable improvement. A number of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms investigators were on scene because a final cause has yet to be determined. One Findlay resident says his dog has been sick from all of this.
Even my dog over here, he's 2 years old, and I noticed some problems with him starting once the Lineage fire started. Took him out every once in a while, and then all of a sudden took him out and he'd run out to the corner and start sneezing and hacking. And then even me, I started getting sick too. I got this kind of pneumonia thing going on, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm not too happy for sure.
The company that owns the site recently set up a new website where residents can ask questions, and you can find that information on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, with the weather heating up, many people are going to the pool to cool off, but this could be harmful to your skin.
When we come back, we hear what one doctor suggests you do before jumping in the pool. We'll be right back.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taken on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel zero-turn mowers are here. Right now, get 0% financing plus up to a $1,500 instant rebate on select Steel zero-turn mowers. Real Steel.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They are lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Americans have improved their eating habits, but not by much over the past 20 years. That's according to a new study that looks at the diets of 52,000 Americans between 1999 and 2020. Researchers found the number of people who had a poor diet dropped from 49 to 37% during that time. The study's author says he would grade America's diet as a D-, slightly up from an F in previous studies. A new study shows many children are struggling to sleep because of bedtime anxiety. The study from C.S. Mott Children's Hospital National Poll on Children's Health found 1 in 4 parents say their child has trouble getting to sleep because of anxiety or worry. Over 1/3 of parents reported their child doesn't stay asleep throughout the night and often or occasionally wakes up upset or crying. Experts recommend sticking to a consistent bedtime routine and limiting media use at night to help with sleep issues. With the weather heating up, many people will be heading to the pool to cool off, but a dermatologist with the Cleveland Clinic says the chlorine in the water can dry out your skin and hair. Dr. Jennifer Lucas says it can cause a rash on the skin called dermatitis and can strip your hair of its natural oils, making it brittle. She suggests getting your hair wet before jumping in the water to avoid absorbing the chlorine, or using swimming caps and goggles. Plus, rinse off right away.
And so you want to get in, take a shower, use a gentle cleanser to, get that pool water off of you. And then moisturizing is really important. So all that oil that you've just stripped off your skin, you want to put back on. So especially with products that have ceramides in them or alpha hydroxy acids, these are good products to put back on your skin to minimize the irritation and the dryness.
And of course, you want to remember to apply plenty of sunscreen before you go swimming. It can also act as a barrier against chlorine. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, more than 1,000 firefighters have been called to fight a fire in California. It's burned more than 15,000 acres. We have the latest. But first, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your First Alert full forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
The Stanley Cup Final. McDavid and the Oilers fight to keep their cup hopes alive. Barkov and the Panthers look to win their first Stanley Cup. Game 5, tonight on ABC.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
With savings this explosive, the 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
So that's $300 off the dining set and $800 off the sectional.
Dude. With over $500 off the bedroom and $200 off the mattress, you are saving $700 today. Whoa! Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or 5 years no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too during the 4th of July sale on now at Furniture Row.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Did you know Austria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Austria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99, Wednesdays only at KFC.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully your day is starting off on the right foot. We have 2 days left until summer officially begins. It'll officially begin, or the summer solstice will occur Thursday at 1:51 in the afternoon. And I think you'll want some ice cream by Thursday, as that's when the 90s will be returning to our 7-day forecast. Right now, we're taking a live look out of our Kennewick camera there. You can see the wind turbines in the background. And we do have some mid and high level clouds streaming through. However, we will see plenty of sunshine today. And today will be a little bit warmer than what it ended up being yesterday. Temperatures have dropped into, we have 30s, 40s, and 50s on the map. A little bit colder in Yakima, coming in at 39. It's 50 in Toppenish. It's 47 Ellensburg, 43 in Prosser, 52 in the Tri-Cities, and 48 degrees in Walla Walla. Those winds were quite gusty yesterday, but thankfully they have come down anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour, a little bit stronger in the Ellensburg area, but winds will be fairly light throughout the entire day today, which is good news for all the firefighters that are battling those wildfires in the area. Satellite imagery showing that we do have some cloud cover, additional cloud cover, I should say, from Dayton over toward Pullman, and just some mid and high level clouds across the rest of the region. Now we will see some more of those clouds build in during the afternoon hours before clearing out, and you can see that here on our Futurecast computer model, but it's just going to filter out that sunshine around lunchtime, and then those clouds will be clearing out this evening. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid and upper 70s. Pretty nice, in my opinion. It's going to be a beautiful late June day. 78 in Tri-City, 77 in Prosser, Hermiston, 74 degrees in Walla Walla, 76 in Yakima. Winds will be light, so it'll be a perfect afternoon and evening for baseball, as the Dust Devils will be back at it against the Vancouver Canadians. They have a doubleheader tonight. The first game starts at 4:15, and look at this. I think you'll want the shades for sure, and the sunscreen, as temperatures will be starting off in the upper 70s and then dropping into the middle 80s as we get, or middle 70s rather. We don't want to go into the 80s this evening as we get closer to sunset with a light breeze out of the southwest. 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight, we're mainly clear and cool. We drop into the mid and upper 40s, 48 in the Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla, 46 in Yakima, and 47 in Prosser. Then we can say goodbye to the 70s tomorrow. We're back up into the middle 80s, which is where we should be for this time of year. 86 in the Tri-Cities, 84 Walla Walla, 87 in Hermiston, and 83 degrees in Yakima. 7-day forecast showing that the 90s are back in play for the first day of summer. 90 in the Tri-Cities, 94 on Saturday. That'll be the hottest day. And then we'll see a front move in Sunday, bringing more wind and cooler weather back as temperatures fall back down into the 80s. Yakima, 76 today, 83 tomorrow, close to 90 Thursday, and then we have 90-degree heat Friday and Saturday before cooling down. In Walla Walla, 74 today, 84 tomorrow, 89 Thursday, and then we're in the 90s Friday. Saturday being the hottest day, and then we cool back down into the 80s. 77 today in Hermiston, 87 tomorrow, and 90 on Thursday. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we talked about the local fires that firefighters have been dealing with earlier in the newscast, but we look now to our West Coast neighbor, California. More than 1,000 firefighters have been called in to battle a fire in Los Angeles County. It's forced hundreds of people to evacuate and has burned its way through more than 15,000 acres since it started on Saturday. Cheryl Hubbard has the latest.
A heat wave not seen in decades is sweeping across the United States. In parts of the West, there's an added threat: wildfires. Several are burning in California, including in Los Angeles County. Officials say the fire was caused by the perfect storm.
Everything lined up. It was high temperatures, low relative humidity, about 15%. We had the terrain with the, chutes and canyons, and that wind just really kicked it off. That's what got it going so fast.
The National Weather Service in Los Angeles warned Sunday of wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, creating conditions that could potentially fuel the flames.
This is a relatively fast-moving fire. Every one of us is concerned with the wind. That's the single most driving factor of this fire.
The post-fire began Saturday afternoon in Gorman, an unincorporated community in northwestern Los Angeles County. With the speed that the wildfire is spreading, fire department officials are encouraging residents to stay on high alert.
We're putting people on notice that if we have to issue a mandatory evacuation order, that they need to leave. So having your bags packed, your cars ready to go, a full tank of gas, and your cell phones handy. And then once sheriffs come by or law enforcement asks you to leave, it means that danger is imminent.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
All great tips to keep in mind, even locally, and much of that area will remain under a high wind warning until this morning. No rain is expected over the next week, but some cooler temperatures and more humidity should allow the current fires to become more contained. And in more weather-related news across the country, the first tropical storm watch of the hurricane season has been issued for southern Texas and Mexico. The watch applies to the Texas coast, and the Mexican government has issued a tropical storm watch for the northeastern coast of Mexico. Potential tropical cyclone 1 is forecast to become a tropical storm later today or tomorrow before approaching the northern coast of Mexico on Thursday. The system will bring heavy rain, tropical storm force winds, a storm surge, and high surf to Texas and Mexico over the next several days. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, after 3 years of silence, we hear from Armie Hammer on the allegations of sexual abuse, rape, and even cannibalism. That's coming up in your entertainment headlines. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all-electric.
Just announced. Low 1.9% APR financing for 72 months on a 2023 Ford F-150 or F-150 Lightning.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Here comes the sun. Get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. The new 2024 Kia Sportage gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2024 Kia Sportage with all-wheel drive starts at just $30,990. Plus, get 1.9% interest for up to 48 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check. Joe McDonald volunteered at the Pasco Aviation Museum, and although he is gone, his dedication to the museum lives on, earning them a $1,000 check from STCU.
He was very particular and did all the research, so the information that's in the display cases were absolutely accurate.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, "I can't do this alone." And we said, "That's okay, we'll figure it out together." If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all-electric.
Just announced. Low 1.9% APR financing for 72 months on a 2023 Ford F-150 or F-150 Lightning.
Meet the man promoting wind power on Horseheaven Hills. Apple Valley News Now, Wednesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, we're now hearing from Armie Hammer, the rising star who plummeted in 2021 amid allegations of sexual abuse, rape, and even cannibalism from several women.
After 3 years of silence, he's speaking out about those allegations, the depth of his career, and where he is today. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, actor Armie Hammer speaking out in a candid podcast interview. The beleaguered star accused by several women of violent and inappropriate conduct, now discussing his life before and after the accusations.
Where I was in my life before all of that stuff happened to me, I didn't feel good. I never felt satisfied.
In 2021, Hammer was accused of sexual misconduct, including cannibalism fantasies and rape, after an anonymous Instagram account posted purported text messages with various women. He was never charged, but two of his exes participated in a documentary detailing the alleged abuse.
I mean, he said, "I'm 100% a cannibal." I'm freaking out. It was all he wanted to ever talk about.
The star now laughing off the cannibal accusations.
That's hilarious. Like, people called me a cannibal and everyone believed them.
Hammer has denied allegations of rape and physical abuse, but acknowledged power imbalances in some of his relationships and being emotionally abusive. Now he says he's sober after struggling with drug and alcohol abuse. And despite living through what he calls an ego death, he says he's grateful for all he's gone through.
Whatever it was that people said, whatever it was that happened, I'm now at a place in my life where I'm grateful for every single bit of it.
And in more entertainment news, a large inflatable dragon was attached near the top of the Empire State Building.
They did this as a part of a promotion for HBO's House of the Dragon Season 2 premiere. It will be there until Wednesday. Wow, look at that.
That's insane. So when I first saw this, I thought it was like CGI. I thought it was like a fake video and that there was like a projection of something.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was actually on top of there. This is so cool. I would have loved to see this in person.
Fascinating. I would love to see how they went about getting it up there.
I know. How did that even happen?
I need more details. The footage. Yes. In sports news now, the Boston Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 in Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
Ooh, just kidding.
This took place in Boston last night, and the Celtics won the series 4-1. This secures their league record 18th title.
The Celtics are now the team with the most NBA titles, and before last night, they were tied with the LA Lakers with 17 championship wins. However, the Celtics had not won a championship since 2008. And congrats to them.
Not congrats to you.
I know, I'm sad about it.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, how do you consume the news? We're taking a look at a study on social media and how people feel about the news they find there.
Also, the National Park Service announces entry fees will be waived for a national holiday. We tell you which holiday and when coming up.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple pulls the plug on its Buy Now, Pay Later service. As of yesterday, Apple stopped issuing loans through Apple Pay Later. Current users can still manage loans through the Wallet app. Apple is shifting focus to new installment loan features coming later this year. YouTube is testing a new feature. It's called Notes. Viewers can add context to videos, clarifying if content is a parody or misrepresented. Initial contributors are limited, with Notes evaluated for helpfulness to reduce misinformation. Finally, TikTok is introducing AI avatar ads. The new tools will let brands create ads using AI-generated avatars that look like real people. TikTok says the new tool will enhance creativity without replacing human influencers. The ads will be labeled to avoid confusion. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I'll give you $574 if you switch.
For Gerald?
Well, okay. So what about $574 for switching your home insurance to Allstate?
Well, I try not to think about home insurance too complicated.
Actually, Allstate can handle the switching for you. Just call them.
It's that easy to save?
Yep. And you get Allstate.
Oh, well, that's a step up.
Goodbye, Gerald.
Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Try killing bugs the worry-free way. Not the other way. Zevo traps use light to attract and trap flying insects with no odor and no mess. They work continuously, so you don't have to. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Start your day with Philips Sonicare. Start it with expertise and with the total confidence that you've done everything for your health. Start with complete care with Philips Sonicare, so you will always get it right. Philips.
Right now in Good Morning Northwest, a West Richland group is asking City Council for their voices to be heard on pot shops in the area. We have the latest developments.
Plus, as the U.S. Surgeon General demands a warning label on social media apps, we're taking a look at how people consume the information they find there. Details ahead.
Also, the National Park Service announces entry fees will be waived for a national holiday. We have when that's happening.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is 5:30 on Tuesday, June 18th. Juneteenth is tomorrow. It's kind of a strange week. It's broken up a little bit because there's a holiday tomorrow.
Exactly.
But it sounds like we'll have some nice weather for it.
Good weather because there are a couple events going on locally. So we'll check now with our meteorologist, Tiffany Savona, see what that weather is going to look like today and even tomorrow. Tiffany, how's it looking?
You know, it's going to be a beautiful day today, a little bit warmer tomorrow, closer to those averages, which are in the 80s. So the weather is going to cooperate for any Juneteenth event. And we have the Juneteenth Day of Service. I'm going to have that forecast coming up in a couple of minutes. But right now, let's take a live look outside of our Kennewick camera. It's a beautiful start to your Tuesday morning, and those wind speeds have finally relaxed overnight, which is good news. I know we have a couple of wildfires burning in the area, so these wind speeds have come down since yesterday, anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour, a little bit stronger still in Ellensburg at this time, but your wind speeds will be coming down gradually as well. Temperatures are in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, mainly in the 40s for us. We're at 42 in Prosser, 52 in the Tri-Cities, 48 Walla Walla, 49 in Toppenish, 47 Pendleton, and look at Yakima on the chilly side, 39 degrees. You'll definitely need that jacket as you head out this morning. So as you're commuting in the next hour or so, I think many of us in the 40s, you'll need that extra layer. And then this evening, open up those windows, let that fresh air in. Low humidity, 78 degrees. I know if you're a fan of the 70s, you probably want them to keep on rolling, but after today, we are going to really warm things up, and we have 90s for another stretch of days. So we'll break down that 7-day forecast. We'll also have your Juneteenth Day of Service forecast coming up a little bit later on in the show. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And a West Richland group is asking for the City Council to hear them out on implementing pot shops in the city. However, they tell us they're being prevented from addressing the council about it. Dan Ritchie is with the West Richland Citizens Group. They recently held an event on June 12th asking people to sign their petition to not allow pot shops in West Richland. However, they say they were asked to leave by city staff.
Ritchie says the staff said the group couldn't be at the farmers market because the city was trying to keep that event non-political. He tells us he went to the special city hall meeting last night to address the city council, but he was told he could not do so during public comment. Ritchie says he wants to make sure the council is hearing from everyone who lives and works in the city.
Have our voice heard. We will try to be careful not to say the magic words that the mayor has determined we can't use, like advisory vote and pot stores and things like that. And so we'll try and be careful about the words that we choose to use, but I would expect that there will be some of us that may get escorted to the door tonight.
The advisory vote will happen August 6th, and we're following up with calls to City Council and to Ritchie, and you can catch Apple Valley News Now tonight at 4:30 and 8 p.m. to find out what we learn.
Two Pasco-based farming companies are paying $470,000 in a civil rights lawsuit over multiple claims of sexual assault and sexual harassment of female farm workers. Attorney General Bob Ferguson says 4 women reported being assaulted, harassed, and retaliated against while working at Green Ridge Farms and Baker Produce. Ferguson says one of those women reported being raped multiple times to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office.
Authorities say it happened from 2018 to 2024, up until the supervisor was fired. Ferguson says the companies are liable because they know that the supervisor was doing what he was doing and did not protect its workers. And we're not naming that supervisor at this time because he hasn't been charged with the crime yet.
In addition to paying the money, the companies cannot rehire the accused supervisor, and they must institute new anti-discrimination and sexual harassment policies within 60 days. The policies must include specific procedures for reporting harassment and discrimination, including in the worker's primary language. They must also make sure the reporting can be done anonymously.
In national news now, the White House is expected to unveil a plan that immigration advocates and Democratic officials have been calling for. Sources say President Joe Biden will announce sweeping executive action that shields some undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation.
These spouses would also be allowed to work legally while they seek citizenship. Biden is holding an event today marking the anniversary of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals rule.
And social media has the ability to provide information at lightning-fast speeds, but a new study is looking at how people view the news they see on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.
This as the U.S. Surgeon General is demanding a warning label on social media apps for the threat it poses to children. Julia Vargas Jones tells us about how people feel about the news they're consuming.
It's fast, it's convenient. A lot of the time they're going there for entertainment.
Most news consumers on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X report seeing inaccurate news at least sometimes. But X and Facebook users are most likely to say they see news that seems inaccurate often.
There's sort of like a different level of expectation on these platforms than on the traditional ways that people are getting news.
The study also found Democrats tend to be more skeptical of information on X, while Republicans are more skeptical of information on Facebook. Skepticism that is healthy, media literacy advocate Erin McNeil says.
A key question is who's the author, who made this? Question that follows up is why? What's the purpose?
And younger minds might have an even harder time.
Just because they know how to use the technology doesn't mean that they understand the consequences.
On Monday, the U.S. Surgeon General demanding Congress add a warning label on social media apps for the threat they pose to children.
Not only have companies not demonstrated that their platforms are safe for kids, but there is growing evidence of harm. A warning label would help parents to understand these risks. Many parents don't know that those risks exist.
But advocates say legislation is no substitute for education.
It's not enough. It's never enough. The young people need to have the skills themselves.
In Los Angeles, I'm Julia Vargas Jones.
And the National Park Service is waiving entry fees at all national parks on Wednesday, tomorrow, in honor of Juneteenth. June 19th is the national holiday celebrating the end of slavery in the U.S. It was on that date in 1865 that the last enslaved people in Texas were told they were free.
Juneteenth officially became a federal holiday in 2021. This year is the first time it will be a free entry day at U.S. national parks. While entry will be free, fees will remain in effect for parking and activities like camping and fishing.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've had plenty of wildfires across our region already this season, and it's everyone's responsibility to make sure we prevent human-caused fires.
When we come back, Riley Fitzgerald tells us about the increasing fire risk in Benton County and how you can avoid sparking a fire. We'll be right back.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave's like, these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen.
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for US Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
US Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Here's to feeling at home on mountain trails. Playing by the river all day. Exploring your favorite off-beaten paths and terrains. Or simply savoring your favorite foods. Here's to Subaru season. Experience all our hometown summers have to offer with the new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru. Your way home.
Get a new Subaru Outback from McCurley Subaru today with 2.9% financing.
This 4th of July, come celebrate at the River of Fire Festival in Columbia Park. The event starts at 2 p.m. with fireworks at 10 p.m. Enjoy a free, fun-filled day for the whole family. Kids will love the bounce house, face painting, obstacle course, and games in the kids zone. Savor delicious treats from food trucks. Enjoy live music on 2 stages and activities throughout the day. And when the sun sets, get ready for an unforgettable fireworks show. Don't miss out. Come celebrate Independence Day at the River of Fire Festival.
The fight over a wind farm on Horseheaven Hills heats up.
The power from the dams is fully committed.
Meet the man whose company hopes to build the turbines.
With the governor's help, we should be able to create a reasonable-sized project.
The battle over wind power. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday.
Next live, Eddie Redmayne, plus Lisa Rinna, Shark Tank's Barbara Corcoran, and Kelly and Mark are Emmy winners for Best Daytime Talk Series Host.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Talk about fireworks. Check out these offers during the 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. And check out the Factory Direct Summit. Now only $299.99. Purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Or score 5 years no interest financing and free shipping. It's the 4th of July sale. On now at Denver Mattress.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave's like, these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back. In continuing coverage, we've had a lot of wildfires in our area recently.
This comes amid the Benton County Fire Marshal marking the county as high for fire danger. Our very own Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio to tell us more about what that means. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jill and Jessica. You're right. So this is a reminder for Benton County that we are now in a high fire danger. That means new wildfires are likely. Fire crews are still out working around the clock as wildfires pop up. And to help them out, don't burn yard debris, don't leave recreational fires unattended, and keep water hoses and shovels nearby. When fire danger is high, like it is right now, only agriculture and recreational burns are allowed. Public outdoor burning is not permitted except for a legal recreational fire within a metal fire ring. And when we're at extreme fire danger, no outdoor burning is permitted except for permitted emergency agriculture operations. So if you have any questions about burning restrictions, contact the Benton Clean Air Agency at their burn line. And if you plan on burning any piles, the Benton County Fire Marshal also says to call in. Those numbers are on the screen right now. And right now, once again, fire danger is high in Benton County. Jill and Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Boeing's CEO is set to testify before Congress today, where he will address whistleblower complaints about the company's safety.
But first, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The Stanley Cup Final. McDavid and the Oilers fight to keep their cup hopes alive. Barkov and the Panthers look to win their first Stanley Cup. Game 5, tonight on ABC.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
All summer long, turn to Apple Valley News Now for the best sports from ABC. Summer sports on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Apple Valley News Now was recently honored by the Society of Professional Journalists Northwest with first place awards for general excellence, breaking news, health reporting, and video series. Plus, second place awards for video series, investigative reporting, feature soft news, and feature hard news. While we all like awards, we're here to serve our communities and be on your side every day. That's what matters most to us. Apple Valley News Now, always on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It was a windy day yesterday. Look at these peak wind gusts across the region. Ellensburg saw a wind gust of 52 miles per hour. Pendleton got up to 37, 36 in Yakima. 35 was the highest wind gust in Walla Walla and in Hermiston. And Pasco saw a wind gust up to 34 miles per hour. Thankfully, those wind speeds have really dropped overnight. So right now, they're anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour. These are the sustained winds. So barely a breeze out there, the exception up in Ellensburg. But I know that number will be dropping over the next few hours as well. As we take a live look out of our Apple Valley studio camera here in Kennewick, it's looking like a beautiful start to your Tuesday. If you need to walk the dog before heading out to work, you'll probably need that sweatshirt or the jacket with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. And even in Yakima, we're down to 39 degrees. So very cold for this time of year across the Yakima Valley. We're at 50 in Toppenish, 42 in Prosser, 52 in the Tri-Cities, and 48 in Walla Walla. We do have some cloud cover primarily to our east, but we will see additional mid and high level clouds move in throughout the day as we're still under the influence of this upper level low, this large dip in the jet stream, but the core of that upper level low shifting east a little bit more today. So temperatures will be below average for us locally. But the coolest temperatures for this time of year will likely be just to our east, across portions of Idaho, Montana, and into Wyoming and into the western portions of the Dakotas. So today we do expect these mid and high level clouds to swing in from the north and east, filtering out that sunshine a little bit around lunchtime.
but then clearing out. So it's going to be a beautiful day as far as temperatures go. We're talking about highs today in the mid to upper 70s. That's pretty comfortable for this time of year. 78 in the Tri-Cities, 77 in Prosser, 76 in Yakima, 74 in Walla Walla. And the best part is that we don't have to deal with the wind. So a great evening if you want to grill out or if you just want to eat outside on your patio or your deck. Tonight, mainly clear and cool. We drop it into the mid and upper 40s by early Wednesday morning. Juneteenth, it is a federal holiday, so some of you may have off. Many of you probably have off. If you're going to be attending the day of service, that will be tomorrow in Pasco from 11 to 1. Temperatures will likely start off in the middle 70s, rising into the lower 80s. You'll need the sunglasses. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon for the holiday with high temperatures in the Tri-Cities in the middle 80s, so a bit warmer compared to today. 86 tomorrow, 84 in Prosser, 83 in Yakima, 84 Walla Walla, 87 degrees in Pendleton. 7-day forecast showing that the roller coaster ride continues on its uphill ascent there. Temperatures rising to around 90 on the first day of summer. We keep those 90s going into the weekend. Now, Saturday is still looking like the hottest day. We get a cold front in here. It'll bring more wind and cooler weather back, if you can call 88 cool, but we'll be cooling things down by Monday. Yakima at 76 today. We're back into the 80s tomorrow, and then we'll see those 90s return for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Walla Walla 74, not bad today. 84 tomorrow, 89 on Thursday, and then you'll even get into the 90s Friday and Saturday. And going back there to Hermiston, sorry about that. Hermiston will likely see temperatures in the upper 70s today, and then we'll look at 80s tomorrow in Hermiston with 90s appearing back Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, dropping a little bit into the 80s on Sunday. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany. In some business headlines, Boeing CEO is set to testify before Congress today, where he's expected to admit the company is far from perfect. Dave Calhoun will appear before a Senate subcommittee.
Calhoun will address whistleblower complaints about the company's safety culture. This will be his first appearance before Congress since January's incident when a door plug blew off the side of a MAX 737 jet in mid-flight. That happened in Oregon. If you own a home, you've likely noticed the cost of living has spiked. We told you yesterday about a recent study by Bankrate that found the cost of owning and maintaining a home has jumped 26% in the last 4 years.
Jen Sullivan has what homeowners can do to help lower their monthly bills. Take a look.
It's been a long-time American dream, owning a home. But the high cost of ownership is making that dream unaffordable for many. Even as inflation overall cooled slightly last month, home expenses continue to rise. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, shelter expenses, which measures home costs, rose for a fourth month in a row and are up 5.4% year over year.
The homeowning population of the U.S. definitely skews towards more affluent Americans.
Jeff Ostrowski is an analyst at Bankrate.com. The company released a survey looking at hidden home ownership fees and found the yearly cost for a typical single-family home has topped $18,000. That's 26% higher than 4 years ago. To get to that number, they looked at the average costs of property taxes, homeowners insurance, home maintenance costs, electricity, and internet and cable bills. They found the average American is now paying an additional $1,510 per month on top of their mortgage payment.
As a longtime homeowner myself, I constantly complain about how much I'm spending on repairs, plumbers, electricians.
To help lower those costs, Ostrowski says homeowners should compare different home insurance rates to get the best deal. He also suggests buying a home that was built more recently.
If you're buying an older home that's 50, 60 years old, even if it's been inspected, you're going to be constantly running into new repairs.
The bad news is experts say these high home costs aren't likely to go away anytime soon. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, a movie that was a hit at the Cannes Film Festival is headed to the biggest of U.S. movie screens.
When we come back, we tell you about Oscar winner Francis Ford Coppola's newest film that's set to hit IMAX theaters. We'll be right back.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
I come for the thrill of a deal, and I never miss out on the 50% off tag.
I like to hunt the bins for hidden gems.
Goodwill lets you define your style with unique gifts and treasures around every corner.
And giving back to your community just feels wonderful.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Is that your new Nissan Sentra?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Gorilla of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy's like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the Sport Tune suspension and says it's rated a best value 2024 new car on cars.com. Dave says, "These cars are going fast." I knew I had to have that Sentra.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000, like Sentra, with 3.9% financing for 36 months.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The man promoting windmills on Horseheaven Hills, Wednesday at 6.
Good morning. Here's your close to home. Temperatures are starting off in the 40s and 50s this morning, even a little bit colder in the Yakima Valley at 39 degrees. Incredible this time of year. 42 in Prosser, the Tri-City sensor down, but that'll probably pop up at the top of the hour. 47 in Hermiston, 47 in Walla Walla, and 47 degrees in Pendleton. Today is going to be a beautiful day. 10 out of 10, in my opinion. 76 in Yakima, 77 Toppenish, low humidity, light winds. We'll see some mid and high level clouds filtering out the sunshine a bit, but it's still going to be partly cloudy and mostly sunny at times. 77 Prosser, 78 in the Tri-City, 77 in Hermiston, 74 Pendleton, 75 degrees Milton Freewater, 74 in Walla Walla, and 72 degrees in Dayton. Jessica, Jill, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. A hit from the Cannes Film Festival is headed to the biggest of U.S. movie screens.
David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis is coming to theaters. Lionsgate is set to release the latest epic from the 85-year-old Oscar winner in the U.S. and Canada on September 27th in IMAX as well as regular theaters.
I'm so proud to be a part of a time, the beginning of a movement.
Another Oscar winner has a new release date for his next film. Jordan Peele announced on social media his fourth movie will debut October 23, 2026. No word on a title or a plot. Peele's follow-up to Get Out, Us, and Nope originally was set to come out this December. That was before last year's writers and actors strikes.
We used to be a family. Then it was just you and me. And now,
It's just me.
Treasure features a Jewish father and daughter facing their legacy, but star Lena Dunham says anyone can relate to its theme of intergenerational trauma.
Talking about the fact that trauma doesn't just live in the people who are victimized, but in the generations that come after, is an important reminder for our humanity.
Treasure is now in theaters. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I did not know Jordan Peele was making another movie.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.